Would you like to learn how to become a retreat rock star? I mean, wouldn't it be incredible if you have a business to be able to show your clients an amazing time by putting together a really cool retreat that engages people, that has interesting events, that, first of all, takes place at an incredible location? Well, if you are an author, a speaker, a coach, a teacher, a facilitator, you're going to want to listen to my next guest, who is Elaine Rodriguez. She is a travel expert. She's a certified life coach, which is really important, by the way, when you have these events going on. And she's also a retreat planner. And Elaine is joining us for the NSA Empowerment event, March 13th. Elaine, thanks so much for being with me today.
Hey, Pat, thanks. I'm so glad to be here.
Now, you have traveled all over the world, so you must have some pretty cool experiences, right? You've been doing this a while.
I have. So I've been in the travel industry for 14 years now. And I started out as a tour director for sightseeing tours. And so I ran tours in 9 countries in 21 states. And then, so mostly throughout Europe and the United States. And then I went into the office and I started planning tours in 4 different continents. And it has been, travel is just such an incredible gift to give to people, and it's been really wonderful. So I've had some really incredible life altering experiences, being part of the travel industry, so it's been really great.
I love it. And when it's done the right way, I tell you what, you just never forget a good trip. I can just think of a few retreats that I've been on that have just been incredible. And it was all because it was planned with the right person and the right circumstances. And there's a lot that goes into it. But let me first ask you, why would someone want to even offer a retreat to their clients?
The thing about retreats is that it is the most engaging and most concentrated way to connect with your clients. You create these incredibly deep connections. You can't help it. People are away from all of the hustle and bustle of their lives. They are meeting with you face to face, creating community in wherever it is you're having it in the world, and it creates these incredible bonds. It also leaves room for these amazing transformations. There's really nothing like it. Getting people away from the hustle and bustle of their lives is really, really important and is very impactful.
Absolutely. Yeah. It's nothing like, sharing a meal with someone or a cocktail or, a yoga experience or something where you've gone through a transformation or some kind of life journey. Just being in the same space with someone away from home can work wonders, right? So, like from a business standpoint, though, is it lucrative? Or is this supposed to be like a nice to do add-on kind of thing?
The way a lot of people do it is they do it as a nice little add-on,
Mhm.
and they'll maybe make $100 at the end of it and feel like, well, that was a really nice experience. But in the meantime, they have put so much time and money into that retreat that really, when you calculate your hourly rate, at some points it's like $2 an hour, $3 an hour. Who's making that much at this point if you're a coach or whatever? And so, but the people who are doing it right and the people who really understand how to create and execute really impactful retreats are making tens of thousands of dollars on those retreats. And I always say you should be making a minimum of $10,000 profit net take home. So
Okay.
retreats can be incredibly profitable.
Wow, that's good news, and it's also kind of exciting and something different to do rather than just sort of like a one-day conference. So a retreat is how long typically? Can it be any length of time?
I mean, yes, you have full day retreats, you've got 20-day retreats. They really run the gamut. However, I will say that I believe a retreat should be at least 4 days or more. If it's less than 4 days, we can call it a mini retreat, but a lot of times because there's so little time, it really ends up being, as my mentor calls it, a workshop in a pretty place, right? Where it's a go experience all day long. And they can be really, really impactful. So I'm not putting those down at all, because I've been to a couple of them that have been very, very impactful. But the fact is that you don't really have time to disconnect, because you're in that retreat space for that little period of time. And then you're right back into into your regular life. So
Yeah.
for me, a retreat is 4 days or more, and less than that is a workshop or a mini retreat.
Okay. So what are we going to learn on March 13th when we listen to your amazing speech
A
and presentation?
lot. A lot. I really pack it in as much as possible. I'm a New Yorker, so I talk real fast. No, the first thing that I talk about is how important it is to understand who's coming to your retreat or who you want to come to your retreat. Who is your avatar, your ideal client? Because the
Okay.
fact is, not all of your clients are going to want to come on your retreat. They're going to be a subset of your regular clients, right? So, but who are those people? Because it's
Mhm.
important to have symmetry and alignment with the people who are there, right? I'm going to talk about how to plan an impactful retreat, how to create alignment with the place that you've chosen, the location you've chosen, the theme, and the activities, in order to really pack a good punch. I'm going to talk about how to market your retreat, how to make money after the retreat is done, legalities that you have to think about. So really, really getting a whole lot in there so that at the end, you're really going to be hopefully pumped to run your own retreat.
Oh, that's awesome. So someone that is thinking about doing this would work with you per se to put together the plan, but you don't actually go on these trips, right? Or do you?
I don't. If they want me there, I can be there. It's not something that I generally get
Well, you were a
included.
tour
So
director for what,
I could,
15 years,
yes,
right?
absolutely. But truly, what the way that at least that I plan retreats is I try to make sure that they are just turnkey service, so that by the time you get there, there's nothing else that you have to do, right? And so, like all of that work is really kind of put aside, or redelegated, so that you don't have to deal with it, and you can just work on your business, right? And you can spend that time on your business and getting your.
So do you also come up with business ideas during the retreat, or is it strictly the venue and the excursions?
It's venue, it's itinerary, and we have conversations throughout the process, talking about what direction you're going in. We talk about your marketing plan. I don't execute marketing. The retreat planner, or I'm sorry, the retreat leader has to do that
Yeah,
because they're the expert in whatever it is that their retreat is on, right? But
yeah.
I work hand in hand with people in order to make sure that their retreat is exactly what they want. In addition to that, there are certain legalities when it comes to retreats, and so I'm a registered seller of travel as well. And so I register guests, I take the money, and I do all of that kind of stuff, so that I give you your profit, and
That
then
is
you
wonderful.
just do what you got to do. You don't have to worry
Like
about
a
anything.
little turnkey. I like that so much because it's like taking the worry out of something. So where I'm sure you have so many dream locations you'd like to plan for somebody, but just tell me one of them.
Dream locations.
Yeah.
There are two places that I really love. One of them is Costa Rica,
Hmm.
and the other is Bali. And
Oh,
I mean, and those are really two very common Denise retreat destinations. But the fact is that not only are they incredibly beautiful, they have really wonderful history that you can tap into as well. Such beautiful, also just connecting to the natural world, and you're really away from things, and so it's very easy to let go in those kinds of spaces. But I also don't want people to think that retreats only need to be in those kind of tropical places. We plan retreats in New York City. If you're doing a business mastermind and those kinds of things, they can retreats can be anywhere.
absolutely. I love it. Well, Elaine Rodriguez, we're looking forward to your presentation on March 13th. Something that who knows, maybe I could do in the future too. It sounds very exciting. I love to travel. And thanks so much for being my guest today.
Thanks, Pat.
Thank
Come
you.
on March 13th. It'll be great.
Oh, absolutely. And to register for the NSA Connecticut event on March 13th, just go to nsact.org. See you there.